Hey guys, what's going on? It's the Yankee down under here, coming at you with another Marvel Champions playthrough. This one will be game one of the Marvel Champions Solo League with Wasp Protection, taking on Kang the Conqueror and the Master of Time module set. For the Solo League, this is going to play a bit differently, so what happens is that you take out the Scarlet Centurion and his side scheme, and then after every game, you take out the version of Kang that you play against, whether it be Ramatet, Immortus, or whoever. So after all three games, you'll play each version of Kang, except for Scarlet Centurion. Sorry, I've been away for a bit. I was on a little hiatus, but I'm back now. And for those of you who have gotten Scarlet Galaxy Most Wanted, I am extremely jealous because we still haven't had here in Australia yet, but I'm very excited to play it. And if you haven't seen the article, the new article dropped on the FFG website featuring Agent Venom, and it looks amazing. I have never been excited for a hero after reading that article since Doctor Strange and Scarlet Witch, because Agent Venom looks simply amazing. So anyway, let's talk about Kang the Conqueror here. So he's got one scheme, two attack. He comes in with tough. And he has a force interrupt that when King attacks, you're either gonna place a threat on the main scheme, or he's gonna get +2 attack for his attack. And then when he's defeated, we're gonna advance the main scheme to the stage 2 at the end of the phase. We're gonna have Kang 1, each Kang 2, except for Scarlet Centurion, Kang 3, and then the standard encounter sets, and then one module set. It's recommended to use temporal, but like I said, we're using Master of Time. So the setup is going to be to set each Kang 2, Kang 3, and Kang's Dominion side scheme aside, and to remove each player's obligation from the game, and then shuffle the encounter deck. I've already removed the obligation. I've already set all the side schemes and everything like that set aside. So that's good to go. Kang's Arrival comes in with 7 threat. When it's revealed, then you're going to deal each player an encounter card. And if the stage is completed, the players lose the game. Comes in with 0 threat and increases by 1 per player at the beginning of the villain phase. Let's talk about Nadia Van Dyne. Wasp's alter ego. She has 3 recovery. She's a genius and has an action called Girl. So you get to shovel up the 2 cards from the printer mineral resource from your discard pile into your deck. Then once per round, she has a hand size of 6, hit points of 11. If you look at Wasp, in her tiny form, she has 1 thwart, 1 attack, 2 defense. She's a tiny Avenger, a hand size of 5, hit points of 11. It has a response called Small But Mighty. After a Wasp or an event you play defeats a minion or a side scheme, you deal 1 damage to the villain. And let's look at her in giant form. If I could get it unfolded. There we go. So we look at Wasp in giant form. She has 2 thwart, 2 attack, 3 defense. She's a giant Avenger, a hand size of 5, hit points of 11. Now, threat you can remove during basic power can be divided among schemes you choose. The damage you deal using your basic attack power can be divided among enemies that you choose. So that's pretty cool. Alright, it's all pretty good shuffled up. Let's go ahead and get our hand size of 6, giving us power, all of us, downtime, Pim Particles, Nick Fury, Rapid Growth, and Wasp's Helmet. I don't know if I'm going to mulligan any of these. I might keep them all. Alright, so let's go ahead and flip her over the tiny form. Actually, no, we're going to put her in giant form. Actually, no, we're going to do tiny form. We'll spend 2, 3, 4 for Nick Fury. Nick Fury is a 4-cost ally. Comes with 2 attack, 2 damage when using one of those abilities. 3 health. He's a shield spy and has a force response. After Nick Fury is played, choose 1 to remove 2 threat from the scheme. Draw 3 cards and deal 4 damage to an enemy. At the end of the round, Nick Fury is still in play. Discard them. We'll take the 3 cards. Here's Red Blue Train, Pinpoint Strike, and Expert Defense. He'll go ahead and attack for 1, getting rid of that tough, taking a damage. And then we will spend 2. One, 2. For Red Room Train. So it's a 2-cost upgrade. Ball in giant form. You're going to retaliate 1, and we're in tiny hero form. We are basic attacks getting piercing. So we'll go ahead and attack for 1. And then we'll spend 1 to play Rapid Regrowth. So it's a 1-cost event. It has a hero interrupt. So when we use one of our hero's basic powers toward attack or defense, we get to change to our giant hero form and then get +2 to that power for this use. So instead of doing 1 attack, we're going to go ahead and get big. And then that will give us 4 attack instead. Knocking Kang down to 8. And then that will end our turn. And so we draw 5 cards. Pinpoint Strike, Endurance, Strength. Oh, also with Pin Particles, I forgot. So we were in tiny form, so we had to draw a card as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have Warlock, Synthetic Wing, Strength, Endurance, and Pinpoint Strike. We'll increase it by 1. Let's go ahead and give him +2 attack. Nick Fury's going to go at the end of the round anyway, so we'll go ahead and block with Nick Fury. So he'll get 2. +1 is 3. So Nick Fury's gone. And then our counter cards. So our first one is Advance. So the villains are going to scheme. He schemes for 1 + 2. He schemes for 3. Bring it up to 4. And then our second one is Time Display Soldier. He's a 1 scheme, 2 attack minion, 3 health. He's Elite Temporal, has Insight 1 and Surge. So this goes up to 5. And then Surge, bringing in a Macrobot. It's a 1 scheme, 2 attack minion, 4 health. He has Guard and Retaliate 1. So let's go ahead and spend 1 for Endurance, increasing our hit points. It's a 1 cost upgrade. Player under any player's control, max 1 per player, get 3 hit points, bring us up to 14. And then let's port for 2. Bring that down to 3. And then we'll spend 3 to play Pinpoint Strike. It's a 3-cost event. It's an attack. So we deal 7 damage to an enemy, and if you're in tiny hero form, this attack deals 1 additional damage to the enemy and gains overkill. So we'll do 4. So the macro says so deal 7 damage to an enemy. So and we're in tiny hero form, most or not. So it's only gains overkill. So we'll just get rid of the Macrobot. Retaliate 1 won't trigger because he's already defeated. And then we'll end our turn there. Actually, we should have. Let's go back, rewind that. We'll go ahead and flip over to tiny form. Then we'll attack for 1. So he thwarted. So he's able to play Pinpoint Strikes, deal 7 damage. So that's 4. And then tiny form deals 1 additional damage. So overkill. So that should bring King down to 5. And then we'll end the turn there. Giving us Genius, Rapid Growth, Second Wind, Queen Carrier, and Black Widow. That was round 2. So this goes up by 1. And then it's at 4, it'll be a 5. We'll block, giving him 2 plus 2 defense, so he's at 4. 5, taking 3 damage down to 11. And then time plays a soldier, he'll do 2, bringing us down to 9. Then the counter card. Fear of Kang is an obligation. So we cannot attack Kang in alter ego action. Discard a random card from your hand to discard its obligation. Lovely. Round 3. Spend 2, 3 to play Queen Carrier. And then I guess a whole lot we're able to do here. So we can't attack Kang unless we flip over, but he probably might scheme out. So let's go ahead and now turn there. And this Pin Particles, Wasp Sting, and never back down. Let's go to 5. We'll give him the +2, so we'll go ahead and defend. So it's 4, 6, take 4 down to 5. Time Space Soldier does another 2, down to 3. Counter card. Villain each minion engage the attacks you. I think this game is pretty much over. So yeah. I have to give him the +1. Give him 1. He's going to attack for 2, down to 1. He'll attack for 2, down to 0. That's the game. Wow. Kang's another one I really. Kang is he's a fun villain, but he's pretty tough, and I haven't played with Wasp much. So anyway, that's the game, and I will be back with game number 2. Hopefully, I'll feel a lot better. I'll go ahead and get these logged in, and until then, I will see you later. Take care.